is actually protect your phone by password protecting it. Password protect your voicemail. Be aware of geotagging. I like geotagging because it's something that I use to actually map out my pictures where I've been. But not everybody likes that option. Have a backup plan for your data. Figure out exactly where you can back it up and save it. And also have a backup plan to figure out how to recover it, just in case you misplace it. And the most important one, learn how to use that piece of technology that you have in your pocket, because it's really, really important to actually be aware of all those specifications and incredible utilities that you can find. And remember, www stands for Wild Wild West, not the World Wide Web, because the web is a very scary place to be. Just going to wrap up with two quick things to show you. To continue the second part of my presentation is I'm going to show you, we're going to recreate here on a control environment why you should always be aware of that hyperlink that you receive on an email, why you should really think twice about clicking on that hyperlink.
While they're setting up, I just want to make sure that if you want to get more information on how to protect yourself, you'll find these little orange sheets on the back. And basically, there's a website where we've got some tips on how to protect yourself. Unfortunately, you can't access the website from the college. Once you get out of the college, you'll be able to access the website. Right now, it's secure for some reason.
Okay, so Rob is one of our students in our cybersecurity degree. He's going to be our hacker of the day. He's on his way to become a network security specialist in order to help companies protect themselves. And he's learning from networking into every single aspect in the computer field. He's also an Angel Tech. Angel Tech's a group of students that are hand-selected by our department every semester, and they are out there helping out nonprofit organizations, helping out internal departments at the school. And they're great. I have a couple of them throughout here. Some of them might be even the tutors that are actually helping you with your assignments. And to simulate the attack, I'm going to be the victim. But I'm going to share that. I'm going to pick somebody from the audience, and I'm going to make you be the victim with me. We'll share the blame for clicking that link. So, when I switch to Rob, he's going to set up really quick. He has everything automated. Again, it's a control environment. We really, things like this should never be done on live networks. The school, we have policies. There's a computer usage policy that you'll automatically become part of it when you enroll in WCC. So you need to remember that hacking is illegal. You cannot do that, okay? All right, so let me switch to Rob. How do we switch here? Rob is working. All right, go ahead, Rob. Since he's setting up, he needs some sort of soundtrack. Every time we have demonstrations, involving hacking, you always hear those musics in the background. So let me put one for him. That was the wrong song. I'm sorry about that. A little better, right? Okay, I need a volunteer. Oh, Carlos, he's on criminal justice. So Carlo is actually going to be opening an email client in one of the laptops. He's going to click on Start. He's going to click on Start, and he's going to open Outlook Express. And just go into an inbox. And double-click on the message for Professor Watkins. And that message has a hyperlink. As you know, we get spams all the time. And you ever wonder, did you ever wonder why a Viagra commercial actually has a hyperlink underneath? Don't click on that. Because look what happens. Rob is going to click on the hyperlink that he just received in this email. At the moment he clicks on the hyperlink, a hacker somewhere in the world just gained access to his computer. And everything that is in front of you on your computer, the hacker has control of it. So, Carlos is the victim too. And it's very important to remember, if you don't know who you're getting the email from, and sometimes it could be even a legit email. Somebody got infected, and they start sending messages and broadcasting to everybody on your address book. Well, if you are not aware, if you're not sure that it's a legit email, you shouldn't click on it. A couple of things you can do. You can have antivirus installed. You can have a firewall on your machine. On Windows, it already comes preloaded with firewall, but very few people actually takes the time to actually analyze it and go through it. Now, and of course, Rob's going to be making fun of me in the background, because he's the hacker today. But he has to take his midterm next week, which is okay. And everything he's doing is remotely done on this laptop. And this is just one method of actually gaining access to a machine. One single method. And he utilizes it, what happens on any PCs that you actually get it out there. If you don't install regular updates, all those exploits, all those security holes are going to be available for potential hackers to break in. And notice that right now he's actually creating an account, and the account is going to be called, of course, a backdoor. So hackers not only they'll get into your machine, but they'll leave ways that they'll be able to come back at another time and gain access at any level. So I would like to thank Rob to be our hacker of the day. And I'll bring it back to Professor Albano.
Okay, I'm going to wrap it up right now. I know that many of you are looking at, whoops, switch over. I got it, thanks, John. Some of you are thinking for careers that may last a long time, because if you're typical in this environment, if you ever want to go out and look at a website which will show you some, a website which will show you how many different careers you're going to have. I mean, I only had maybe about 4 or 5 different careers in my lifetime, and many of you are going to have a lot of careers, 15 or 20. But if you want a career that's going to last, look at some of the quotes that were just said by this fellow from the U.S. State Department. If you ask what cybersecurity is a field where the rules have changed, where we have more jobs than we have people. And as a result of that, the government needs to hire at least 10,000 experts, just the government, federal, state, local, and companies have to hire even more. And to give you, well, just want to get down one other one. To give you an idea of what's going on with regard to the need, is that there's a special scholarship that was just set up, and it's whoops, we went too far, even went too far. Service for Scholars, and it's worth a lot of money. So each year, from our graduates from our cybersecurity program, we had one graduate in each year go to PACE. The scholarship is worth about $100,000, and basically it's more than that. They get an internship between their junior and senior years, and then they have a job for 2 years when they graduate. It's very similar to what happened to my son. My son went to medical school, and he had Uncle Sam cover medical school for 3 years. So when you do something for Uncle Sam 3 years, you got to pay back 3 years. In this case, it's the same thing. You go back and work for the government in one way or another, but you're working in the field which is a good field, and it'll give you a great career. And one last thing is, on the way out, if you could just